Hello, this is Rashid Aziz Reddy from Department of Geography, AMU Ali. Welcome to my podcast. It is my YouTube channel, Geographia with Rashid Farid. Today we will discuss about early urban hearths. There are many urban hearths. First is Mesopotamia. The first urban settlements are thought to have started around 3500 BC in Lower Mesopotamia, which was called Sumer, around the Tigris and Euphrates. The first urban settlement perhaps was Ur, which from 2300 BC to 2180 BC was the capital city of the Sumerian kingdom, extending north along the Fertile Crescent, possibly as far as the Mediterranean. In the year 1885 BC, Ur and the other southern cities were captured by Babylonians. An important milestone in development of urban settlements were ziggurats. Ziggurats were built by many civilizations, namely Sumerian, Babylonians, Elamites, Akkadians, and Assyrians. These ziggurats were places of worship. The town was built around the ziggurats. Ziggurat of Ur is very famous in this regard. These ziggurats were the nucleus of early urban settlements. Now, an urban hearth is Egypt. There is still an open debate over whether it was diffusion or independent inventions, but it is probable that agricultural and other advanced technologies, possibility including city building, diffused across the Fertile Crescent, then southwest into the Nile Valley. By 3500 BC, a number of Neolithic farm hamlets along the lower Nile had expanded to overgrown villages. These overgrown villages led to the settlements, the urban settlements. These were grown out of some brilliant innovations of Egyptian civilization. Irrigation projects like Kadam, the transition from settled agricultural communities to cities taken place around 3300 BC when the lower Nile region was unified by the first pharaoh, means the early Egyptian cities were not as large and as densely populated as those of Mesopotamian cities because of the practice of changing the site of the capital. It was an interesting practice in Egyptian civilization. Usually, the largest settlement with the succession of a new pharaoh limited the growth opportunity of any single city and the security provided by extensive desert on both sides of the Nile, which meant that once the valley was unified politically, Egyptian cities, unlike those of Mesopotamia, did not require elaborate fortification and garrison troops for protection. And they shifted from one city to another with the pharaoh. Indus Valley, near home, our own Indus Valley, the Harappan civilization dates around 2500 BC in the Indus Valley in the present day Pakistan. Twin famous capital cities distinguish it another one of Harappa in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro, 500 kilometers down the river. The Indus Valley towns were planned and the layout of each town was in marked contrast to the organic growth of Mesopotamian cities such as Ur. Both cities were designed on a grid pattern with white straight streets forming rectangular blocks. Socio-spatial segregation was prevalent, with blocks of precincts occupied up by specific groups such as potters, weavers, metal workers, and the elite. Each city covered approximately 1 square mile in area and accommodated around 20,000 people. The Harappan kingdom was ruled from the twin capital by a single priest with absolute power in his hand. Some evidence of trade with the Sumerian city-states by 2000 BC are found, but the unchanging material culture and a still undeciphered written language suggests that, in contrast to the cities of the Nile Valley, the Harappan culture and cities emerged on their own. Following 1,000 years of stability, the Harappa civilization was phased out. The Yellow River. It is the lesser known urban hub. The valley of Huanghe, the Yellow River, yellow in color due to Loess, was the birthplace of the Shang civilization and that came into existence around 1800 BC. The most significant feature is that individual cities such as Yanyang were linked into the network of agricultural villages. A town wall did not separate an urban subculture from a rural one. This form of urban region is notably without precedent in the early civilization of Mesopotamia, the Nile, and the Indus, where there was segregation between urban and rural settlements. Here it was like a region, not a distinct town. Mesoamerica. It is another urban hub, early urban hub. The earliest cities in the New World appear around 200 BC in southern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and the Honduras. This Mesoamerican people were entering a stage of development equivalent to the Neolithic of the Old World at a time when Mesopotamian cities were 2000 years old. So it is an early development. And the several civilizations that evolved in Mesoamerica, the Mayan, which flourished between AD 300 and AD 1000, was the most culturally advanced civilizations. Much is not known about the Mayan civilization, but it is believed that it was very advanced civilization. Cities such as Tikal, Waxakutam, and Mayapan were centers of small states ruled by a leader drawn from a priesthood and organized into a loose confederation. Mesoamerican society was highly stratified, with the elite occupying central city land around the palaces and temples, and the lower classes occupying the periphery of urban settlements. City design was highly advanced in the Mayan civilization. So these were 5 early urbans. To memorize it and to for revision purposes, they were Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers, Egypt, the gift of the Nile, the Indus Valley, our own Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata as it is also called, and the Yellow River, which is yellow because of Loess, which gives the color, yellow color to the river. This was also an early urban hub. Mesoamerican is of recent origin, of well after the Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata and Mesopotamian civilization. These were the 5 early urban. Urbanization started and spread into the world from these early urban earths.